the chairman of today's occasion, our own former head of state, General Go on with one Nigeria. Former heads of states, commanders-in-chief of the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, my brother, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and his dear wife, representing our dear President, who is unavoidably absent, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. You permit me to adopt all the protocols enunciated. I had the mind to deliver a written goodwill message on an occasion like this. But when I listened to the speech of the former president of South Africa, His Excellency Thabo Mbeki, he encapsulated everything about our celebrant, His Excellency General AAA, General Abubakar, and his dear wife, who toiled and took care of the house while he was on the field, toiling for Nigeria. So let me especially recognize him and congratulate him for turning 84 today. Happy birthday, sir. Happy birthday. From the National Assembly of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, we are here in our numbers. And I'm also happy that as a Pan-Africanist, we have seen former presidents sending their goodwill messages to you. And in our presence, we also have the current president of the Republic of Senegal, our dear brother, who is always supporting us. Your Excellency, thank you for being here with us. The former president, or current president of Sierra Leone. Coincidentally, I've known him for a very long time. He is like General Abubakar, always very humble. And sometimes he will sit very quietly. Welcome back to your home, Nigeria. And then as we were speaking, we saw the man who benefited from your gesture of sacrifice. You refused to extend your tenure. You left office as you promised Nigerians. And so one man benefited from it. His Excellency Olusegun Obasanjo, who was on his second missionary journey, having served as head of state, commander-in-chief, and handed over on time. So we called him back and we rewarded him by making him a civilian president. I recall 1976 to 1979. And he came back and took over from 1999 and served meritoriously and handed over power in a very serene and bloodless situation to his civilian counterpart. So welcome to this occasion. May God also continue to keep you for more decades to come to serve Nigeria and Africa. Many global leaders are here, and so I was once a governor, so my colleagues, former governors, are all here. I was once a minister, so former ministers are all here. The only rank I have not entered is that of General Gowan, that of my brother, President Jonathan, General Abubakar, OBJ, and all others. So for every other rank, I've attained all the other ranks. Today, I'm happy that my brothers are here. Senators, Deputy Senate President, I can see you. My brother, Barau Jibrin, Deputy Speaker Ben Kalu, many distinguished senators of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, many members of the House of Representatives, but above all, His Eminence, the Sultan of Sokoto, is here with a lot of our traditional rulers, the Oni of Ife, and so many others, Obas and Emirs, who came to this occasion to come and honor this great man. I've also seen a lot of retired Major Generals who are also here. The galaxy of stars in Nigeria, those who have served and those who are serving. So even Governor Zulum from Borno State, alongside many other governors. I first saw Governor of Gombe State and so many. May God bless all of you for coming to honor this great man. So from the National Assembly, I will say that we are the beneficiaries of the great sacrifice done by General Abubakar in handing over power to a democratically elected government. We should actually crave your indulgence to have a day to honor you in the National Assembly. Because every government will have the executive and every government will have the judiciary, but only democracy will have the parliament. So my presence here is an indication of the fact that you have covered all and that you deserve the honor that we are giving you today. You brought democracy back to Nigeria. May God bless you richly. So we have been beneficiaries. So this podium would not be enough for me to stand and extol your virtues. From a personal note, I know you, I know your family, I know your dear wife. And I had a particular story which I told you, which you had forgotten, of the late president of Ghana, Jerry Rawlings. He said he had a conversation with you about 3 to 5 days before you became head of state of Nigeria. And that in his normal brash way, he dismissed all your suggestions. And then you left Ghana. Then 3-4 days later, you were announced as head of state and commander-in-chief in Nigeria. And his secretary rushed to his office and said, "Do you remember that man who came?" And then you were not very patient with him. And he said, "Who?" He mentioned your name. And he said, "He is now the head of state and commander-in-chief in Nigeria." He told me himself. Then he was at the castle in Ghana. And he said, "Oh my God," he had to close work. He said, "So what do I do now? We had a very good relationship with Nigeria, and the man just came here, and I did not receive him as well as I should have done. Who is going to speak for me now?" So this is to show that, yes, destiny may be delayed, but destiny can never be denied. So it was your destiny to rule this country and to take this country to democratic rule. And God has bestowed that on you, and you were able to discharge it with a lot of sacrifice. Yeah, one of the organizers here said what normally happens in government. In government, there's a lot of sycophancy. You have all sorts of advice. Some came to you and said, "Extend your tenure." You had absolute power to do so. Nobody would have questioned you. Others said, "Add 6 months." Others said 3 months. Others said, "Why don't you go a little bit further?" They were not speaking in the interest of Nigeria. They were not even speaking in your interest. They were speaking in their personal interest. Because most times people in government are not the beneficiaries of that government. The sycophants around them that benefit from the government. And they want you to go on so that they can use you to prolong the way they loot the government and the way they enjoy the government. But you were able to shake them all off with conviction of a man who knew where he was going. I would like to follow somebody like you, a man who knows the road and follows the road. So today I salute you. I salute you for your courage. I salute you for your sacrifice. And I salute your work in the whole of Africa and the global community. And I salute the fact that God has kept you alive to see 84 years. And I pray, together with my colleagues, that you'll see more decades of life because of your good heart, in Jesus' name. So for me and my colleagues in the National Assembly, we look forward to receiving you. We look forward to a day we can also join to celebrate you. This will not be enough. But permit me to congratulate you for putting down your thoughts in your autobiography. And permit me to also salute those who have added 2 books in your honor. If you notice, when the representative of the former president of Ghana was speaking, he tried to add a little bit of history of your life, which you did not agree. I looked at you, you shook your head. That is the kind of history that would have come from across the whole world. People will say many things about you. Sometimes, because if you didn't do this, how will you have been able to represent yourself well? Future generations will never forget you, because you were able to put the right things on the tablets. So I want to say, on behalf of my colleagues and those in democracy today, the Vice President will speak on behalf of the President. Me, I can only speak on behalf of the Parliament, both at the national level and at the state level, to say that we are beneficiaries of your gesture. We are beneficiaries of your sacrifice, and may your sacrifice never be in vain. I must say that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is grappling with a lot of enemies of progress, of what you left behind. Today, many are sponsoring insecurity in our country to paint that your democracy in a bad color. But I can tell you that with the determination of men and women in uniform, that the enemies we see today, we shall see them no more. You can imagine in a country where a child will stand up to kill the father because of tramadol and because of all sorts of, I don't know how to put it, but I can tell you, no matter the insecurity we see today, with men like you, the example you have laid behind, we will definitely defeat terrorism. We will defeat poverty in this country, and Nigeria will take its rightful place in the global community. Congratulations to you, sir. Congratulations to you. Happy 84th birthday, and congratulations to all of us. May God bless Nigeria in Jesus' name. Thank you.